I'm rocking with G-Sportz.
Joining me on the G-Sportz Zoom today, Xavier head basketball coach AJ Williams, man. Appreciate you for coming on the Zoom with me, coach. I know a lot been going on with this coronavirus and, staying in place with your family and kind of staying out the way. Kind of just tell me how things been going with you and your family and how you've been dealing with this, because I know you're on the road and things like that.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me on, man. It's been challenging, and, we just trying to make the best of it. We initially first heard about it when we was getting ready to go to nationals. So by us getting our season cut short, that kind of hurt us a little bit, because I felt like we still had a lot more basketball to play. And we had to refocus a little bit, get our guys ready the seniors ready for graduation and having them finish strong. And then the returning guys, just kind of making sure they finish their academics up strong. And then on top of that, man, just getting ready for the following year, man. That's all you really can do at this point.
You coming off of one of Xavier's best seasons. You went 27-6. You won the conference. You was getting ready to go play in the NAIA national tournament. Just kind of talk about what you told your team when you found out that I couldn't go compete in that tournament, man, after the type of season y'all was having. And I actually think y'all had a really good chance to make it run. Yeah. Kind of get possibly winning.
Yeah, we all felt that. We felt like we had more basketball to play. And the crazy part about it is I used to tell the guys all the time in practice, I tell them, you never know when it's your last opportunity to play this game that you love. So make sure you take advantage of it. Make sure you give your all every day. And we had that talk right before we learned that we got into national. We had a practice the next day. And then later that day, that's when we found out that, that was our last official practice.
Right.
So it was tough, man. But, we felt really good about our chances, getting out the first round. And then we felt at least Final Four, if not more than that, definitely.
Your first season, man, you won 10 games. You went 10-20 your first season.
Yes.
You came on. Came back to your man, you won 10 games. And then the next season, you won 24 games. And, I don't see too many programs make that kind of difference, that much of a difference in one season.
Yeah.
Take me back to that second season. Well, going into your second season, what you did differently, and I know a lot of has to do with it when it comes to getting your players in there and kind of transitioning and things like that. What was the difference from the first year to the second year to make you make that kind of a 14-win difference?
Right. I'll say this. A lot of people, when you start a new job, a lot of people say, hey, you gotta, it's going to be all right. Wait till you get your guys in. And my kind of thinking of it was, once you take over a program, those become your guys, so you got to make it work, regardless of if they play your style or not, and that's one thing I had to learn from year one moving forward, man. We had a lot of guys who they were used to a certain thing, and then I came in with up-tempo. We're going to defend still, but we're going to play up-tempo, and you have guys be able to create off the bounce. So we didn't have a lot of guys who can play the kind of way I wanted to play. So recruiting was the lifeline of this job is recruiting. So you had to go get players, man. And shout out to Coach Murray, man. He called me from down that way, and I said, hey, man, I don't know what you got, but there's two dudes down here at HL Bourgeois. You need to come check out. And so, he called me, and I was like, yeah, all right. And he called me again, like, man, look, you need to get down here. So I sent my assistant down there.
I remember that.
Yeah, he came down there, and he was like, yo, he called me the next day, the same night. He was like, man, they got a dude down here. Man, him and his partner. His partner nice too, but this dude here, talking about Rayshawn Martin. And, he was one of the cornerstones for us kind of get this thing turned around. Crazy story about that, though. We brought in some junior college guys, and, we felt that Ray would probably be able to learn from those guys. And, you know, surprisingly, man, Ray came in with just this different grind, different motivation, man. And he just outworked them dudes, man. And, you know, even the guys we had, you know, coming back last year. So we had a good nucleus coming back from the 10 and 20 team. We brought in some new guys, just gave us a different attitude, and we brought in a shot blocker. That's what we missed. And so we ended up that year, we ended up having freshman of the year, Rayshawn. We had 2 All-Americans, Virgil Davison and Jalen David. We even had the defensive player of the year, Joe Williams from Memphis. He was a 6'6" guy with a 6'10" wingspan. So we were able to play the type of defense that I like, and then also be able to score the ball too. So the biggest part about it was just going to get guys that kind of really do what I really envisioned for the program, man. And they did an unbelievable job at it.
That was your second year. Well, when you took the Xavier job, that was only your second year being a head coach, a young head coach at that. I know you was an assistant coach under Dan Jackson for 6 seasons, I believe, right?
6 seasons, right.
How did you kind of go about evaluating talent and understanding, look, this is what you need to make your team play at this level, to just like you talked about your style of play, and kind of knowing that, you know in this recruiting game is a hit or miss sometimes.
Yeah, it is.
But look, it looks like you didn't hit more than you didn't miss. So kind of just elaborate on just being able to evaluate and understanding what's for your program, not only on the court, but as far as academically, because everybody knows Xavier is not an easy school to kind of get into.
Yeah. Well, I had a lot of people that get to see my trials as an assistant coach, man. I had a lot of misses. You know, I brought some guys in that I thought they were great for us academically and also on the court. You know, turned out not to be that good or not to the level that where we needed it to be for the program. And it took me a while to kind of figure out like the mix of guys that we needed to make this thing work. First thing was just getting tougher dudes, man, mentally, and not just physically tough, but just mentally tough. Gotta have a good IQ for the game, learning how to play. That's a huge thing too. And then just guys who are willing to defend. You know, when we start getting guys who are just willing to defend and willing to just compete every possession, that's what really turned it around for us. Getting guys that really wanted to compete and really wanted to be better. And so that started, the culture slowly started to develop. It's not easy. You just got to, at the end of the day, you just got to figure out what you want and then get guys in here that's going to compete. You know, I love competition. You know, I'm not afraid to play anybody anywhere. It's just, you know, when you got to make sure that your players mirror what the head coach wants and then the assistant coach wants. So, you know, I'm not, by me alone, I'm not good. But when I have my assistant coach, Tyrone Mitchell, and then my former players who played for me who come in and help me too, Ryan DeRussell, Gary Smith, and Jeff Dixon, they all help push the culture of Gold Rush basketball, man. And that's why we've been having a lot of success. We've been blessed. In our first 4 years, we've had 6 All-Americans in the first 4 years. You know, so we've been blessed, man, and of guys just listening and really, really taking advantage of the knowledge and information that we're giving them, and they're making the best of it.
But I think what I'm really trying to figure out is, and I'm asking you this because you talk to parents all the time, you talk to kids all the time. I know I do, and people always try to figure out how will their game translate to that next level. Mm-hmm. You know, kids that think, oh, I'm a big D1 prospect. No, you're not. Yeah. The low level D1, maybe NAIA. How do you go about trying to recruit guys and get some good talent to still come to Xavier, even though they probably, like Ray J probably could have went to Southeastern or a D1 program. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But how are you going about recruiting these guys and getting them to come to Xavier and buy into what you're trying to do?
Relationships, transparency. You know, we're very transparent with it when it comes to the recruiting process. We tell the guys look, this is what it is. Some guys you got to be straight honest with. You know, you can't beat around the bush with it because, you know, we've been there. We wanted to go D1. I wanted to go D1. I wanted to go play pro, but you got to be real with yourself. This is where you are. This is who, you know, what it is. So I think the guys who are willing to accept the reality of where their game is and where they have the most success, Rayshawn, just for example, Ray's been freshman of the year. He's been all conference 2 times. He's been a 2-time All-American in his first 3 years. So he scored over 1,000 points in 3 years. So his accolades, when he looks at his basketball resume, is going to be unbelievable. But a lot of guys choose to go the Division I route and then never play. And so when we're recruiting guys, I just tell them straight up, man, you want to leave a legacy? You want to leave something that when you come back, they were like, boy, you was a bad boy when you played here, you know, or you want to just have an average career and say you went D1, you know. So it goes back to how bad you really want to play, you know, and then especially play at a high level. I feel that our program, we run it kind of like a small Division I program with the practice, with the player development, study hall, weightlifting. And just the, you know, getting guys that can fit what we're trying to do makes the biggest difference of all.
How important was it to you when you took the job to make sure you recruit Louisiana, recruit New Orleans, where Xavier's at, you know, because they have some really good basketball players in the city of New Orleans. How important was that to you and your assistant coach, Tyrone Mitchell, to make sure y'all take care of the city of New Orleans?
Yeah. When I first got the job, man, that was one of my initial pitches, man. I wanted to recruit Louisiana, especially New Orleans. First 2 years was kind of shaky. You know, guys didn't really just keep it 100. Guys weren't messing with us. It just, you know, I'm the young dude on the block. Yeah, they had some bad reputation previously with, you know, some situations with their previous coach, and, you know, it rubbed guys the wrong way. So I had to go in basically and revitalize relationships. Had to let them know that I'm my own self, you know, and so it took us a while to really, really work to just get in the door to recruit New Orleans kids, you know, but we've always, I'm a firm believer that you got to recruit your area, you know, and Louisiana is definitely our area, man. I'm looking at our radius is really from Houston to Pensacola, and then from Atlanta, Memphis on down. You know, and I'm from South Carolina, so I live in South Carolina also, and, you know, basically the whole Southeast out to Texas. So that's kind of our region, and, you know, we've been really successful with the amount of kids that we've had coming out of those regions, man. I mean, but I think, you know, homegrown has definitely been a huge asset to our program for sure.
I don't want to try to make it seem like you're old when I ask you this, but let's go back a little bit. On your playing days at Xavier, I know you played my former teammate, Broderick Collins. Broderick Collins?
Broderick.
Yeah,
Slim. Yeah.
I was a sophomore. He was a senior.
Okay.
At H.L. Bourgeois. You know, him and Ray went to the same high school.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. When I came in, Broderick was a junior when I came in.
Because he transferred in.
Yeah, he transferred in. Yep. Man, those were some times, man.
The barn.
Yeah, the barn, man. We had some dudes from Louisiana around that time, man. Mark Stewart. We had
Major.
You got who?
Dreon Major.
Yeah, Dreon. I'm about to say Dre. Dre was a year before me, but they always talked about Dreon. Mark Stewart, Mike Venado. We had Chevis Bremer from New Orleans. We had some dudes from Louisiana for sure.
Did you play with Sean Dumas?
Sean Dumas was my point guard. He came in. My first year was my sophomore year. 2004 was his freshman year. So Sean Dumas was on our team, man. We had some dudes, man.
Right. You know, I remember coming to the game because, like I said, Broderick, that was my teammate in high school, and the atmosphere in the barn was just ridiculous. I mean, you had Lil Wayne in the building. You had the squad. You had Chris Paul. You know, it was really like a star-studded event when you came to a Xavier game. Talk about how that kind of played a factor, you know, just that culture back then. How that played a factor you wanted to come back home and coach at Xavier and trying to bring that kind of atmosphere back to Xavier.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Broderick, man. Broderick was a stud, man. He was so talented, could do a lot of different things. Just, you know, situations didn't allow him to really excel the way he wanted to, man. But he was a heck of a player, man. But that atmosphere, man, I think going back with transferring in, I transferred in as a from a Division III school up in North Carolina, and that atmosphere, I wasn't really used to it at first because we didn't have that at my other school. So, but once I got accustomed to it, man, it was unbelievable to have that kind of home court advantage every game. You know, the fans right there on the floor, you know, the DJ up there in the balcony, cheerleaders on both baselines. You know, it was a great atmosphere, man. And, you know, even though it was a small gym, but that kind of gave us one of our competitive advantages, you know, and just being able to, you know, it's crazy. Once I got the job in 2016, our attendance has been steadily increasing. And, you know, we basically, my biggest thing and our coaching staff, our biggest thing was to put a product out there that people want to see, you know, and be happy to come spend $10 to come and watch them play and stuff like that. So we try to, one, we're going to be solid defensively. You know, we're going to get guys who can excite the crowd and definitely have a bond with the crowd, you know. But a lot of that comes back with just being students on campus, you know, with having relationships on campus that people want to come see you. So,
Xavier head basketball coach AJ Williams on a Zoom call with G-Sportz, man. If I'm not mistaken, you are brothers with Shammond Williams, right?
Right, that's my oldest brother.
Right. So let's kind of go into that. Shammond, I mean, I grew up watching Shammond at North Carolina. He made people talk about Steph Curry with the mouthpiece, but Shammond wearing the mouthpiece, like he's back in the day with North Carolina. Kind of talk about your relationship with your brother Shammond and, you know, his legacy that he built at North Carolina and just growing, you know, under him and how that molded you as a basketball player.
Well, with him being the oldest brother and being able to play on that scene, man, it afforded us opportunities that we probably wouldn't have had. Just him going to watch Jerry Stackhouse, Rasheed Wallace, Jeff McGinnis, Ed Cota, Vince Carter, Antoine Jameson, just going to watch them dudes, man, and really gave me some perspective. Like, all right, this is what I want to do when I get older. I want to play ball, you know. And so his guidance and direction gave us a lot of motivation as young kids. And so to really just go out there and just give it all you got, you know, and put the time in. And he really showed us how to work, you know, because a lot of guys, where I'm from Greenville, South Carolina, man, we didn't get the recognition, so we had to work 10 times harder just to get seen, you know, and it's a lot of places like that in Louisiana, so it's a lot of similarities. So, but he was instrumental to us, me and my other brother, man. He was instrumental to us, to giving us the tools we needed to be successful, playing basketball, going to college, getting a college degree, and then going out and being positive citizens in the community, man. We're real close. All our brothers, we real close, man. We you know, just like everybody else, we get so consumed with work and busy, man. We can go a couple of days without talking, but then when we do talk, it's like we on the phone for hours, you know, just talking, chopping it up, you know. And so, but he's been one of my biggest supporters, one of my biggest motivators, man, to just try to be better. You know, my brother has set the standard of NBA basketball, pro basketball overseas, and all right, you know, I'm a little brother, so I'm trying to set the bar too on his coaching side. So, you know, he definitely is the motivating factor for me, man. Just continue to push and be better.
Yeah, talk about the recruiting class that you got coming in, how excited you are about this new wave of Xavier players that's coming in and how you want to keep building to.
Yeah. So we got right now we've got 5 players coming in, 5 freshmen coming in. 4 of the 5 are Louisiana grown. So excited about that. Start with kind of point guards. We got a kid from Holy Cross here in the city, Jeremy Lindsay, man. He's tough, man. I think he's a super sleeper in this class just because, he didn't have the huge year as far as really, elevate his game to the next level. And we've done that. That's one of the things that we do in our program with him, working day in and day out with the player development, things like that. I think he's going to be a sleeper in this class that we brought in. Gerard Jesse from West St. John. A lot of people are like, man, who was that? This dude, man, he's not even done growing. Dude, 6'3", 6'4" now. He might, before the season started, he may be like 6'5", 6'6". Extremely long, really, really talented. His best attribute is his passing. Can guard 1 through 3. Really, a lot of versatility, man. So he's going to be really special for us too. We have a kid named Corey Wells. He's from Dallas, Texas. His brother is Cameron Wells. He plays on our basketball team this year, number 12, had the fro.
Okay.
So it's his younger brother, Corey Wells. He's super talented, really, really versatile, can play the 3 through the 4. Excited about him. Our early signee was Corey Dunning from Lafayette High School. I don't know what a lot of guys was doing, but first time I saw him, I'm like, yeah, this dude here is different. He's different, man. He's built different. Say again?
That was a steal.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Hands down. We had no business getting them, but, relationship built, Coach Mitchell saw him, built a relationship with him, talked to his parents, built a relationship with them. And, he came for a couple of our games, came for the Dilla game, for Talladega game, man. I really, really liked it for the Dilla game, man. And his ceiling is unbelievable, man. Big-time shot blocker. He can stretch out, shoot the 3. A lot of people hadn't seen. He can handle the basketball, so he can get out the rim, push it, make plays like a guard, and he can stretch the floor too. So he's going to be special. He's going to follow behind once Ray kind of, transitioned out. He's going to be that next wave with our guys we got coming back. And then DJ Morgan, man. DJ Morgan from Episcopal in Baton Rouge, man. Sleeper. 6'7", 6'10" wingspan, Mr. Fundamental, got great footwork, can shoot the 3. His best attribute is his passing. He's going to be really good. He got to lose a little weight, but I think that that's going to happen. The way we run and practice and stuff, that's going to happen for him, man. And he's going to be – I think that his best basketball is definitely ahead of him. And I'm excited to see those guys just kind of get into the mix with our older guys and just start blossoming, man. And
you kind of see, man, I like his style of play. I like the way he interacts with his players. I love the relationships he built over his coaching tenure and just his been coaching. Kind of give me an idea of some guys that you kind of look at it in that perspective.
I think the number one guy that I looked at just growing up was probably Doc Rivers. Doc coached my oldest cousin, Kevin Garnett. So that's my big cousin. Yeah. That's my big cousin. Yeah, that's big cousin.
Hold up. You related to Garnett?
Yeah, that's my big cousin, man. He's from Greenville. He's from Greenville, South Carolina. Yeah.
He sure is.
Yeah. Say again? Faraday Academy, yeah, in Chicago.
So he left South Carolina.
Yeah, he left South Carolina. He was at Malden High School in South Carolina, and then he left Malden and went to Chicago.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's big cousin. So him and Shaman they used to play all the time together, man. I was like, what, one day have aspirations to get to the NBA just to kind of, be able to do that, man. That's one of my goals too. Hopefully it happens. If not, then I'm okay with that too. But just being able to have an opportunity, man, to get on the NBA level, man, coaching and, never got to go to the NBA, so at least go be there to get that coach, man. That would be an awesome opportunity.
That's some great aspirations, Coach Williams, man. And there's no doubt in my mind with your work ethic and, you know, you being young and innovative that anything is possible. So
Absolutely.
I hope it happens. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Hey, if it happens, we the first. Hey, you heard it here, G-Sportz, baby. First, baby.
All right, we're about to get to the fun part of this segment. All right.
Okay.
Who is your favorite NBA player of all time and why?
Man, all time. But if I had to name one, I would say Jason Kidd.
Okay.
Growing up, I was a big guard, so I was able to I was a big guard and I could pass too. So I was kind of like a stat stuffer. So I kind of felt like I was Jason Kidd at times, passing the basketball, rebounding, scoring, doing a lot of different things.
Okay. Favorite pro team growing up of all time?
Favorite pro team of all time growing up? I was a 90s baby, so I guess Chicago was one of the best. That was one of the teams that we watched a lot. As I got older, Spurs. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Favorite movie of all time?
Pulp Fiction.
Samuel Jackson.
That's my man. Samuel is my man. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. That and Unbreakable, man. Those are two of my favorite movies that he's done. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I thought you was gonna say something with Denzel.
Denzel, that's my second guy. But yeah, definitely Samuel, my first dude. That's my first one.
All right. I don't know if you're an NFL fan, but favorite NFL player of all time?
Of all time, Bo Jackson. I was an old school Raiders fan, man, and you know him and Marcus Allen, all them dudes, man. And but Bo was that dude. Man, to be able to do what he did on the football court, on field, and also on the diamond, man. You know that was huge.
All right. Favorite sneaker of all time?
Ooh, favorite sneaker. The Nike Up Tempos, 96. I think it's 96.
The little fire light.
Yeah, with the little bubbles going. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Them my favorite shoes right there, man. Them Up Tempos are serious.
All right. Gotcha. All right. Favorite actress of all time?
Favorite actress of all time? Off the top right now, the only one that's coming to mind is Halle Berry.
Can't go wrong with Halle.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Halle. You can't go wrong.
All right. Favorite artist of all time, rapper or R&B?
I give you both. I'm a Nas fan. Rap, R&B. There's so many. The most albums that I have are Tank. Yeah, I have a lot of Tanks. Yeah.
All right. Xavier head coach AJ Williams on the Zoom interview, man, with G-Sportz, man. Coach Williams, man, I appreciate you taking the time out your schedule, man. From landscaping.
Yeah. Out there working in the yard, man.
Right.
Multiple duties.
Right. To do the Zoom interview with me, man. We got to do it again sometime, man. Good luck to you in the future. Stay safe, man. And there's no doubt in my mind, man, the sky's the limit for you and your program.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you too, man. You've been a huge supporter of us, man, and I've been keeping up with what you're doing down there too, man. You're doing an unbelievable job just promoting and pushing those players, man. So keep doing your thing too, man.
Appreciate it.